Okay, so we're going to try and help you learn how to figure out the information for ions. Now, based on the last sheet that we were working on, the neutral atoms worksheet, also you can do this by using your periodic table. So if we go back to helium, and helium in our neutral atom had 2 electrons. Well, in this case, it's also saying it has 2 electrons. So does it make it a positive or negative ion? No, it does not. The number of electrons has stayed the same. It did not lose or gain. So it means it's still a neutral atom. So that's technically a trick question. Okay? So let's talk about argon. If argon is my element, the symbol is Ar. I have atomic number of 18. My atomic mass is 40. So I have how many protons? 18. How many electrons would I have in a neutral atom? 18. Because these two will always equal each other. Well, in this case, it's telling me I have 19. So if I have 19 now, I went from 18 to 19. Is that a loss or gain? Well, that's a gain. If I've gained more negative energy, I now have a negative ion. Okay? Because we want a balance. If it's a balance, 18 and 18, I have a neutral atom. Right? 18 protons, 18 electrons. But now I have 18 protons and 19 neutrons. I'm sorry, not neutrons. Back up. 19 electrons. So I have more negative charges. That makes it a negative ion. So our answer this time is negative ion. Let's do another one together. So this time, let's talk about bromine. First of all, we want to go back and look at what a neutral atom of bromine might look like. So bromine, and I'm just going to write number for a number for atomic number, and A for mass, a mass. What's the atomic number for bromine? 35. The mass is 80. So that tells me I have 35 protons, and my protons and electrons equal each other in a neutral atom. So in this case, it's saying I would normally have 35 electrons. But now I went to only having 34 electrons. So I lost an electron. So when we talk about that balance of protons and electrons, I have 35 protons and now I have 34 electrons. What type of charge do I have more of? I have more positive charges. So that makes it a positive ion. Positive ion. Let's do another one together. Okay. So this time we're doing selenium. Selenium is Se. So So on the periodic table, using that information, I'm going to find out the neutral atom information first. So the atomic number for selenium is 34. The atomic mass is 79, rounded to the nearest whole numbers. My number of protons comes from my atomic number, which is 34. My protons equal my electrons, also 34. This time, it's saying that I went from 34 electrons to 35 electrons. So that means I gained a negative charge. So when we talk about that balance, I now have 34 protons, and I now have right here 35 electrons. That means I have more negative charges, so I now have a negative ion. So this one is negative ion.